So the second part of this chapter, so this is 8b now. Okay, so the second part of this chapter is all about the theme of houses and furniture. So you can see why it didn't make sense to test you on that at the same time as the other stuff. Yeah? Okay, so here we go. Alright, everybody try that one. Das Haus.
Das Haus.
What does that mean?
House.
Okay. The plural, you're going to add umlauts and an ER. Where are the umlauts going to go? Over the A. Good. Yeah, if you have two vowels next to each other, then it goes on the first of the two. Okay. So the plural is pronounced Häuser. Everybody try that. Häuser.
Häuser.
Trying to not block as many people's view. Anybody remember how to say apartment? A couple people may have needed to use it last year. I forget. You know, in was für einem Haus wohnst du? Ich wohne in einem. You know that thing?
Oh,
Good. Okay, everybody try that one. Die Wohnung.
Die Wohnung.
All right. If it ends in UNG, it's automatically a D word. Okay? Also, if it ends in UNG, to make it plural, add an EN. What did that mean again? Apartment. Now to get into the rooms of a house or apartment. So, there we go. First one. Okay, try that. Das Wohnzimmer.
Das Wohnzimmer.
What do you think? Living room. Mm-hmm. So wohn, from wohnen, to live. Zimmer is the word for room. And unfortunately, it's one of those that ends in an R, but it's not actually a dare word. Okay? But to make it plural, all you do is change the das to D. So Zimmer is a very, very, very good one to know. All right. Next one. It's a great video to watch later. Okay. Woo! The random people that subscribe to this channel. Yeah. I don't know who they are, but hello, people. No, they're not parents, they're not students. Anyway. Try that one. Badezimmer.
Badezimmer.
Dirty or das? Oh, you fell into the trap. Das. Why? Anything that ends in Zimmer is a das word now. All Zimmer are das. How do you make it plural? Change it to D. You got it. That's it. So what does Badezimmer mean? Bathroom. Literally bathing room. Okay. So Badezimmer does imply that there is some place, like a tub or a shower, in which to bathe yourself. Okay, so it's not just a toilet and a sink. There is a place designated to bathe yourself. So it includes a bath or a shower. Yep.
Isn't there another word for like restroom at like restaurant or something?
Oh, we'll get there. Yes.
I know that because my 8th grade teacher accidentally asked for one of those at a restaurant.
Asked for one of them?
Well, asked where it was.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, how would you say that one? Schlafzimmer. What do you think it means? Bedroom. What does it literally mean? Sleeping room. Sehr schön. Okay. Dirty or das? How do you know that? Simmer. Yeah, you get it. How to make it plural? Change it to D. All right, that's the end of our Zimmer words for right now. Okay, so going back to the bathroom thing. If you are going to talk about a bathroom that does not include a tub or a shower, then you can call it a couple different things. So there's the ones you know. Toilette. Yeah, just really obvious because you're asking for the toilet. Yeah. But die Toilette. Yep, ends in an E. These aren't going to be on the test necessarily. I mean, die Toilette is also the physical toilet, so I mean that might show up on there. But these are just for you to know. Some of you prefer to use Klo. Der dir das? Darf ich aufs das? Auf das Klo. Yep. Das Klo. And the other one that also appears, WC. WC. Stands for water closet. This is especially common in like trains and that kind of a situation. So you'll regularly see that. And so it won't say like toilette or Klo necessarily. WC is most common. I don't even know what the article is, to be honest with you, because I never use it.
These all mean toilet?
Yeah. They're all the words for like a bathroom that does not have a tub or shower in it.
So for the toilet, you just had an S to make it plural? Or
If it ends in an E to make a plural, you add an N. It's not really something you'll need very often. Because you wouldn't ask, where are the toilets? You would ask, where is the toilet? You know what I mean? So, okay? All right. Next one. How are you going to make that one plural? Add an N. Yep, if it ends in an E, add an N. Okay? So try that one. Die Küche. What is that? Kitchen. It's a place my husband doesn't allow me to go very often. I don't cook. He's my housefrau. Okay? Now the one thing that people get this mixed up with all of the time is this word. Yeah. So you make a Kuchen in the Küchen. Yeah, okay? So be careful on that. So don't accidentally tell me that you are eating kitchens. Okay? And that you're going to eat the kitchens in the cake. Okay? So choose carefully. You really got to wonder where the people who are watching these things would touch it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever watches these kind of stuff.
That's garden.
Okay, everybody try that one. Der Garten. Okay, if you're making it plural, where are those umlauts going? Good. Okay. So, yes, it means garden. Very good. Okay. It also means yard or lawn. Now, their yards are traditionally significantly smaller than what you guys are used to. Significantly. So, and their property prices for the physical property that their house stands on is astronomical compared to what we pay. So when they come to America, you know, they see our houses. You only have one family living in this, you know, and it's normal, like a McHouse, you know, cookie cutter kind of home for us, but for them it's huge. So I would say most of the yards that I would have encountered, if you look on the back wall there, there's the, kind of by Brook, the edge of that filing cabinet, the edge of the shelf there, to the wall, and from front to back. They just go to the parks and stuff like that. So And a lot of people rent, so a lot of people are sharing houses or in apartments or whatever else, so then they don't have that, and it's normal to rent. It's less typical to own your home. So keep that in mind. All right. Moving on. Oh, one other thing I was going to mention too. Doors in German houses. Sounds really weird, but it's a different concept to us because they have doors on like all of their rooms traditionally. Okay, so on the kitchen, on the living room, on the bedrooms, obviously. But they keep the doors shut most of the time. So when we go over there, sometimes it throws people off if they're staying with their host family and the doors are always shut and they're like, well, I can't go in there. Yeah, you can, you just got to knock. Or if it's the living room, just go in and then close the door behind you. You know, it's a different kind of scenario. And so keep that in mind. And remember, we've talked to you about their closets aren't built-ins. So they have the armoire type of thing, so they'll move that around from room to room. So you could make the living room into a bedroom if you wanted to, or whatever. So, and kitchens are traditionally not sold with their appliances in cupboards. So you sometimes have to outfit your kitchen completely before you move in. Okay? Here that's not normal. Here that's you're moving in, or you might have to replace an appliance or two, but your cupboards are there. So if you go into a German, even an apartment or whatever, it'll frequently just have like the pipe sticking out of the wall for, you know, the water or whatever, that kind of thing. So a little bit different. All right. Now, things that you would find in a house. Okay, inside of these rooms. So some of them you've already known. Okay, so let's do a couple repeats from first section. So TV. Wie sagt man TV? Fernseher. Der, die oder das? Der. Okay. What about stereo system? Die Stereoanlage. Gut. How do you make a plural? N. Good. How about chair? The uncomfortable kind, like you're sitting in now. Stuhl, yeah. Woohoo. Okay, der, die oder das Stuhl? Der. I know. If you guessed wrong, then I know it's a guess. It's weird how that works. Okay. Plural goes over the, or add the E at the end. Umlaut's on the U. Alright, everybody try that one. Der Stuhl. Die Stühle. You're getting the comfy chair word today, so I want to make sure you know the difference. I know you've been itching to learn that one since German 1, so. All right. Go, moving on. How about table? Wie sagt man table? Tisch. Der, die oder das? Der. Gut. Make a plural, add an E. And there's one that's very similar to that. How do you say to write? Schreiben. Mm-hmm. So if you take the Tisch and you take it to the end of the Schreib, so you've got Schreib, Tisch. Now you've got a writing desk specifically. All right, next one. Okay. All right, so we're going to break this one down. You could shorten this one up to das Regal. Everybody try that. Das Regal. Das Regal. Okay? So it's not regal, but it's regal. Okay? What's the word that comes right before it that you squished with it? Bücher. What does Bücher mean? Books. Bookshelf. So there's just shelf for books. Yeah? Okay, so you could say das Regal or das Bücherregal. Okay, they both, the plural works the same way. Dirty das word is the same. Try that one. Der Sessel. Anybody happen to know this one?
Is it shelf? Is it like easel?
This is your comfy chair.
Wait, how do you
Mm-hmm. We're not talking about utensils, so there's no spatula or anything today. We're not, so good luck. You learned some basics, like Glurful and all that jazz.
What do you mean by like comfy chair? Like a
Not what
beanbag?
you're sitting in. No, a chair. A beanbag is not a chair. Like a living room kind of chair. I would still call that a stool. Yeah, I'm talking like a lazy boy, kind of comfy in your living room sort of chair. Yep, exactly. If you go, ooh, when you think about sitting in it, that's a Zessel. You think, ooh, but only because you're sitting in that chair right now. Okay, next one. This one's tough. Focus. It's not spatula.
What is it?
Okay. The plural. Hey, Ray, try it. Das Sofa. There had to be somebody. All right. I don't think this one is actually in your book, but since some people actually want to know the difference, so couch. Okay. So sofa and couch, as far as I'm concerned, they're the same thing, but I know there's a difference. I just don't care what it is. So one of them is like based on fainting couches back in the day. It's not supposed to have like sides or something like that. I don't know.
No, wait, that's a different thing. That's not
Or it's a pull-out couch.
Well, I used to have a pull-up couch.
Those things are heavy. Okay, moving on.
How do you make
Couches.
Yeah. So
You know, it might be in there. Because we,
that's red.
okay, everybody try that one. Das Bett. Now what is that? Bed. Yeah, okay. So please note, it is not a Bettzimmer. Okay, because we call it a bedroom. But it's a room in which you sleep. So this is sleeping room. Alright, so we've done most of the furniture. Now we get into smaller objects, I guess. Alright, how do you make that one plural? Add an N. Everybody try that one. Die Lampe. What's that mean? Sehr schön. Lard. Interesting that that's what you came up with. Okay. Guys. Alright, try the next one. Das Bild. Okay. How do you make a plural? Okay. It is a picture. Usually implying not a photo, but it could also be that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like framed art, traditionally. That kind of a thing. It's one you guys learned last year. Let's see if you remember it. No pressure. It should, because you learned it last year.
I know.
Okay, try that one. Der Schrank.
Is that a closet?
It's a closet or a cupboard. Yep. So closet, cupboard. This is the thing that they would. So you could talk about kitchen cupboard, or it could be like the armoire like you would use for your clothing.
So it's interchangeable.
Yep.
Okay.
It's essentially some like object that you use to store things that has doors that close.
Like a good definition.
All right, what's the word for alarm clock again?
Radio.
Just Wecker. Good. Yeah, Radiowecker is a radio alarm clock. Mm-hmm. That comes back up in this section. Gonna try and fix your jeans?
No. The rips on my jeans, they like rub against, and then
All right. Here we go. Next one. Fluster is the word for band-aid. Like you get flustered.
I'm flustered.
All right.
I tried to say Band-Aid.
So, dare to your das.
Dare.
Why?
Because
It's der Schrank, so it's der Kühlschrank. Okay. It is refrigerator. It is a cool cupboard.
I like the German words are so literal.
Mm-hmm.
Like escalator is literally like rolling.
Rolling stairs, yes.
how do you make it plural?
How do you make a plural?
D. Is it just
Look at your der Schrank. It's right up there.
oh.
Yep, it's the exact same. So since that's the last word, it's all based on this. So this matches and this matches.
Do you say refrigerator or refrigerator?
I either say refrigerator or fridge.
Yeah.
I never say refrigerator.
It's weird how
Well, I just did, but that was the first time. Yeah.
It's weird how in English that fridge has a D in it, but like refrigerator doesn't. But I don't know. It just it's weird.
Yeah, refrigerator doesn't, but fridge does.
Yeah.
That's weird, yeah. I agree. English language is special. Okay. Their refrigerators, by the way. Their refrigerators are significantly smaller than ours. Typically.
So like
Okay.
mini fridges or
They're, if you let me continue, I will tell you more about them. Okay. They're more like big dorm fridges. So if you've had an older sibling go off to college, they frequently will take a little mini fridge with them. So they're more like that. Okay. In some cases, they have a freezer that is entirely separate, but traditionally it's just a little small freezer section inside of the refrigerator. So they're very little, and that the reason is that they don't do all of the same. You get the pre-processed nastiness, American-style food that can keep forever. They don't do that. They get fresh things. They will go shopping like every other day, in some cases every day. Okay, but they don't need a whole lot of storage because they put their food in, they make it, and then it's empty for the next time they need. So does that make sense? So it's a lot more fresh food. But
So I saved up my fridge. It's like this big.
Yeah.
I can fit a lot of ramen in there.
why do you put ramen in the fridge?
Yeah.
No,
It's weird. I take it out of the package and just put it in there. And then when I want, I just put
because the
ramen.
packaging is so huge.
No, because then you get this big bowl of ramen.
So you take all 5 things of like ramen.
I love
You
ramen.
have a math.
In order to make your 10 packages of ramen in one giant bowl, you should use this. Try that one. Der Herd. Morgan, what is it? Stove.
No, that's so bad.
You can't fit a bowl that big in the microwave. Okay, shh, we're moving on. We're moving on. Alright. There's a word for this one in the book. I'm going to give you that one first, but I'm going to tell you what people usually call it. You'll be able to tell what it is anyway. Okay. So, shh. Ever try that? Mikrowellenherd. Dare to your das. Why?
Because hair.
Good. You're getting it. How to make a plural? Add an E.
I'm doing so well.
Okay, so that's the one that's in the book that you need to be able to recognize. Okay? Now, the one that people usually use, which you can also use on the test if you are putting in something, but make sure that you are aware they're two different dirty DOS words. Okay? By the way, having one of these is pretty much normal at this point in America. It is not the case in Germany. Because again, they make things with fresh foods, so they're not microwave types of meals. They use the stove and the oven. Okay? How do you make it plural? Add an N. Okay? So, die Mikrowelle is what most people would say at this point. Okay, so that's a microwave. Allison.
They just throw away their leftovers then? Like, what do they want to
Back up on the stove. Or they prepare the correct amount of food, and because they don't have a lot of storage space in their fridge, so.
Oh, that's true.
Would it be like the same for warming up butter or some smaller items? Do they just put it in the stove and then?
Yeah, do they buy
Depends.
like frozen butter or do they buy like how do they do
Butter is a certain
Yes.
Get it right out of the cow.
You guys are a hoot. Okay. And the people watching this video have no idea why I just called you hoots, because I paused the recording. Okay. Dare to your das. Dare. Okay. This one breaks into two parts. Geschirr and Spüler. Okay? Try Spüler. Geschirrspüler. Geschirr is the word for dirty dishes. And Spüler is a washer. It's a dishwasher. Also not as common over there.
Do you make it plural?
Do they use like paper plates?
Make it plural by making it D, but they use their hands.
What?
Oh, I know.
I do. My parents say use it.
My hands get so dry for work.
Just change it to D. Okay. So, when you have a word that ends in an R, very frequently all you have to do is change it from der to D. You know, like der Schüler, die Schüler, der Lehrer, die Lehrer. You know, I'm very frequently the case. All right, next one. Try that one. Das Spülbecken. Guesses?
Is it a spatula? No, a washer, like a clothes washer. A washing machine.
This one's tricky because spülen is used specifically for washing dirty dishes. Okay, so the word Becken is actually the word for a sink, but this one is specifically a kitchen sink. Not for hand washing, it is for dishes washing. Okay? So it is a kitchen sink. You will learn a different word for sink that is not in the kitchen. Change it to D to make it plural. Yep.
If you just don't write anything, do you just change it to D?
Yeah, if it's just a dash, change it to D, and you're good. Alright. Do you remember how to say toilet? Dare to your das?
D.
How to make a plural? Okay, we're going to write it then. Okay, so it ends in E, so it's probably D, and to make it plural, you add an N. Okay? One of those moments where I'm forgetting how to spell it in English. Well, it's a French word, right? Is that right? Yeah, I can spell a French word.
That's how you
All right.
know you're a good language teacher.
Yeah.
You know the language you teach better than the one you move.
Oh, I definitely know German, but I don't know English.
Yeah.
All right. Try that one. Waschbecken. Dirty or dust? How do you know?
Because back
Because Becken. Good. How to make a plural?
D.
Change it to D. You got it. So what is Waschbecken then?
Like a bathroom sink.
So we'll just call that one a sink. Think of it as one where you wash your hands, because you got the wasch in there. Okay? So spülen is for dishes, and wasch is for washing other things. Yeah. Some people have asked about, like laundry tubs and stuff like that. That doesn't exist over there. Like you're not going to have a laundry room or a mud room and that kind of thing. Their houses are significantly smaller and more efficient and things. So they have a Waschbecken. That's where you wash your hands. You can wash your hands at a kitchen sink for sure, but it's called Spülbecken.
Okay, so do you know the name of that like separate toilet thing they have sometimes? Like in German?
Where the
They have like two toilets. Like that one that has like
the bidet. Question about washing machines and dryers in your house. Having a washing machine in your house or your apartment is kind of a luxury. There are some that do. Dryers are far more rare. So you very well may have a washing machine in your apartment building or whatever. That does not mean that you have a dryer. They line dry most of their things. And you'll find that some people who have a dryer don't use it and only use it in emergency purposes. Like if, there was some issue or something. I don't know. But for the most part, I got yelled at once for using my host family's dryer because it was unnecessary in their mind. In my mind, it was raining outside, it was 40 degrees out, and I was out of all of my warm clothes. So it was necessary because my clothes were not going to dry in time for me to have clothes for the next day. So we had a discussion about that.
Did you win?
I had already used the dryer, so yep. Ask forgiveness, not permission.
The whole world's gonna see like your underwear.
Yep. You can line dry inside too, though.
Okay.
So very commonly in apartment buildings, for example, your washing and drying area is in the basement, and that's if something leaks or whatever, then it doesn't affect anything else. And they sometimes will have their own little rooms, their own little like mini cellar, I guess. Each apartment. So they can use it for whatever they want. So some people use it for storage. Some people put their washing machine in there. Some people don't have a washing machine, so it's only storage. Some people store their bikes in there instead of outside or whatever. And then they'll have lines in there as well frequently. So you can line dry things in there. But if it's nice out, even putting like a drying rack outside on a balcony or a patio or something like that is very, very, very common. And that stuff will dry crazy fast if it's warm outside. So clothes tend to get a little bit more stretched out over time because the dryer doesn't shrink them back into shape. But yeah, no, it works.
So where do they wash their clothes if they don't have a washing machine? Is there like
Go to a laundromat or something.
Okay.
But not all towns have a laundromat either, so it makes it more difficult. Yep. If you're going to ask about spatula, then wait.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to know, but you have a low battery, it says.
Oh, again?
sleeps in
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my Mac is... Okay. Next one. How do you make it the plural? Add an N. Okay. Okay, we try that one. Die Dusche. Okay, and that is the word for shower. All right. Now for one of my all-time favorite words. Oh my God, you guys. This is so much better. You guys are going to be so disappointed. Okay.
Like you said that one day.
Huh?
Isn't it dust rag that you said that one day? Dust rag.
Oh, this is one of my favorite words. Tafellappen. Love Tafellappen. Because who doesn't love a good Tafellappen? All right, how are you going to make that plural? right, everybody try it. Di Badavana. See? Isn't that a good one? Try it again. Di Badavana. Badewanne. And it is a bathtub. Bathtub.
What is the word for
First thought you left.
Yeah.
We were